Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Back on the topic of the NFL. Today, talking Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield has said something that I think shows maturity for him, which I love to see, and that is that he does not care about the extension timeline with the Cleveland Browns. So today, I'm going to be reacting to that. But before we get into this video, question of the day, comment below what you guys think a potential contract if you think the Browns are going to sign Baker long term after this year. Of course, this for the 2021-2022 season, the Browns are exercising his 5th-year option. But what do you guys think his contract will look like with the Browns if they decide to sign him? Comment below, and at the end of the video or throughout the video, you'll hear my opinion. But let's get right into the video. Baker Mayfield has said that he does not care about extension timeline with the Browns. I think that this shows it's a step in the right direction for Baker. It shows maturity. I've said before that Baker Mayfield just seems to be a guy that if I was in the front office of the Browns, I'm nervous every time the guy gets behind a camera with a microphone. I mean, I'd be nervous about what the guy says. He seems to, not that he's ever done anything terrible, but he just seems like at least past has shown he's maybe an immature guy, or I don't know. You guys get my point. So I think that this is great for Baker, for him to be putting something out there that shows that he's here to win football games, and that's it. He's not here to make all the money. At least that's not what's on his mind right now. As part of the interview, he was even quoted saying that he was only worried about winning. That's not he's only worried about winning, and what's not on his mind is how much are the Browns going to pay me. Now, that might be tough for Baker because one of the big reasons the Browns are good is their backfield. Being one of those running backs, being Nick Chubb, who just got, if I'm not mistaken, a $36.5 million contract extension. So one of the guys that's right there next to him got his money. Other guys in the league, like Josh Allen, just got his money. What was it? 6 years, $258 million. Yes, 6 years. That's 43 a year that Josh Allen got, and Josh Allen was in the same draft class as Baker. Josh Allen went 7th, and Baker went 1st. So that's got to be in Baker's head. Is here's a guy in my draft class that I got drafted before, making all this money. Here's a guy on my team, and Nick Chubb got his extension. Of course, several guys in the league a few years ahead of Baker, such as Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes. And Dak Prescott getting their money after their rookie contract expired. Of course, Dak spent a year or two on the franchise tag, but Deshaun getting his money, Mahomes getting his money, Dak finally got his money. So all these guys in a similar boat to Baker, like I said, a couple years ahead, but in a similar boat to Baker, all getting their money. So the elephant in the room is what to do with Baker Mayfield, and I think Baker handled it the right way by saying, I don't care about the money right now. He cares about winning. And now look at a guy, of course, that I'm going to bring up. Tom Brady has done that throughout his whole career, has sacrificed his money for building a good team around him. And if Baker can make that mindset a reality, this Browns team could win Super Bowls for the I don't know, the next 5 years, next decade. I don't know, because there's so many good players on this team, a young defense, a young backfield, and then, of course, a young quarterback if Baker continues to be successful like he was last year. So my point is, the potential of this team is through the roof if they can get a guy like Baker that works for the team and winning football games, that can understand the value of being selfless with his contract and allowing a lot of it to be freed up for the rest of the team. So, of course, Baker going into this season, what he was on his rookie contract was a 4-year, $32.7 million deal. And now I think, my personal opinion, to say, let's get it out of the way, that yes, I think the Browns will re-sign him, offer him a contract. I don't know about soon. I don't know the timeline for it either. So like Baker doesn't care. I can't really tell you what I think that looks like. But I think he's worth it. I think he's the future of the Browns. I think the Browns should give him what he wants, but for him to be showing signs of being selfless with that, I think is great. His 5th-year option this year is going to be worth almost $19 million. So the Browns, I think the way that works out is getting him actually for cheaper by keeping him 1 year on the 5th-year option. And I think Jay and I have talked about this here about the 5th-year option before, about why we think the Browns might do it. Are they doing it to get him a little cheaper for a year? Are they Are they doing it to really give him a whole another year to test out if he's worth it? Is that what is that who the Browns want for the future? There's many reasons why they could be doing this, or why they opted for the 5th year, or making sure he stays healthy. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why, but I think that it's the right decision here to play the 5th year option to really make sure Baker is the guy that we want. So, like I said, I read some numbers earlier about guys across the league, but right now Mahomes is making $45 a year. Dak, just with his new contract for heading into this season, is going to be making $40 a year. Josh Allen, $43. Deshaun just shy of $40 at $39. Russell Wilson's making $35. Tannehill's somewhere on that list at like $33, or I think $30, something like that. So there's plenty of guys making good money, but I just can't see. It's tough for me to bring up a number for what do I think Baker should be paid and what length should they sign him. But I think, just like I said, for example, Josh Allen's contract, 6 years, 258. I think signing Baker for 5-6 years is definitely what I think. Of course, pending a promising season from him this coming year. But I think even based off last year, you get the first Browns win in 2 decades, 20 years. I think that right there was grounds to show that that Baker's the future of the team. I think he's worth it. But Baker's never come close to showing an MVP season. I mean, you look at all these other guys on this list. Deshaun Watson, no MVPs, but he's shown that he can play. His mobility, his arm strength, all these have shown that he can play with the best guys in the league. Mahomes, we all know how good he is. 50 touchdown season, MVP, Super Bowl. Yes. Russell Wilson, special guy, got a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, young guy, but finished second in MVP votes last year, so he was up there in the running. Baker Mayfield has never had an MVP caliber season in the slightest. So there is questions about his performance, or about his value. Is he going to be a guy that's worth $35 million a year? Is going to be even a guy that's worth $30 a year? And my answer is at the moment, no. So much of what this offense relies on is not him throwing the football. It's Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the backfield, in my opinion. It's a good O-line. It's Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the backfield. And yes, you're going to need to have some key throws and some smart decisions all the time. You're going to need some key throws in big spots, and you're going to need Baker to be making smart decisions all the time. But he's not the Mahomes of this offense. He's not the Russell Wilson. He's not the Danger Russ of that offense. He's not the Deshaun of the Houston Texans. He's just not that type of player. So in my opinion, that goes both ways in saying that he's also not worth $35, $40 million a year. There's no way. Not at this moment. So if I'm the Browns, sure, I want to sign him for. If I like Baker after this year, when it comes time to give him a contract to extend him. I want him. I want him for the future. I want him for 5, 6, 7 years, but I don't want to pay him. I don't want to pay him $40 a year. I just don't think that's financially right for this team. I don't think that he's gonna. I want to say that I don't think he's gonna hold out for a lot of money. At least the way he's acting right now, saying I don't care about the timeline. I just want to win. I hope that carries through into the time to where he'll settle for less money to help the team out. But I mean, just throwing it out there, what do I think a contract for Baker would be worth? If I say, I'll go the same length as Josh Allen. Say they want him for 6 years. Less than 40 a year for sure. I say 6 years, $180 million would be the top end that I would like to see Baker get, which is, of course, that's 30 a year. I think the number right might be 28, 29, just below 30. That's what I want to see Baker get, because I think that would be the right number. It wouldn't be overpaying him, because he's a different guy than Mahomes or Josh Allen or Deshaun Watson, but he's still valuable to this team. Guys, that's all for the video. Comment below what you think Baker's contract should be, if you think the Browns should re-sign him. Guys, thanks for watching. 2-Minute Warning.